Hello and welcome. My name is Space Muffin, and this is the Void Strategy. So, of course, Happy New Year, guys. If you haven't seen our tier list video, go check that one out. We go over literally every single mini, including the Mountaineer, which is going to get, I guess, reworked today. So, before we get started, guys, please hit that like button. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about the Mountaineer. The Mountaineer really isn't like a super duper, or wasn't a super duper amazing unit. But they kind of reworked the talents, and they made him cost 5 gold instead of 6, which is an incredibly good value. So I'm going to be testing out the Mountaineer in a couple of decks and some PvP and PvE situations. So let's go ahead and do that. You guys are already familiar with my Tyrion deck. This we got By the Light. We have our Griffin Rider with Mighty Throw. We have Blizzard with Cold Snap. We have our Prowler with On the Prowl. We have our Mountaineer with Intimidation. You can also use Frenzied Spirit. Min Pets also works in this particular build. But we're going to go with Intimidation. I kind of like it a little bit better. And then, of course, we have our Safe Pilot with Gnomish Cloaking Device. And we have our Device Bands with Picklock. Awesome. So let's go ahead and start off in a PvE situation. One of the biggest problems with the Mountaineer simply was the fact that it just cost too much. And I know one gold doesn't seem like it makes a difference, but it makes a huge difference, especially in the beginning of the game. You know, and so looks like we're doing good. Looks like we got a lot of good stuff with the bear. The Mountaineer obviously is a little bit squishy, obviously, but you know, he kind of rolls up and is able to do his thing. Now, let's go ahead and plop out... Actually, let's go ahead and do... Well, yeah, let's go ahead and do that. We're going to go ahead and play Tyrion. And hopefully, Tyrion will mess her up. There we go. So, I mean... Not as bad of an issue with the fact that, you know, with the Mountaineer having only costing 5, but, you know, it still is a problem where, you know, because he's so squishy, right, he's going to have a hard time dealing with, you know, things like the Flame Walker and things like that. So, right now, I think the key is we got to take this tower here. And so let's go ahead and really try to wail on the tower. That's kind of the key here. So, but overall, as we can see, he still has a lot of the same weaknesses as he did before. But the good news is you can kind of put him out, and then, you know, you have options. He'll kind of tank for, you know, obviously the bear is going to do the tanking, but really gotta, you know... He works well when, obviously, he's with the Mountaineer. That's why the stun ability really isn't that bad, especially paired with Tyrion. So, you know, he's going to kind of roll up, do his thing. So now we have a nice little party going, right? We got people being able to heal. We got damage. You know, we kind of have everything that we need on deck. And the Mountaineer is making that possible. Now we're able to play another Mountaineer in this lane. And then very quickly, once the chest respawns, we're going to go ahead and play our Device Bandits. But this, the Flame Walker is really seriously a problem. And so you got to get rid of him as quickly as humanly possible. So, yeah, pretty decent in player versus environment situations. And, you know, he kind of rolls up, allows you to do, you know, allows him to do his thing. And then by the time we're all done, you know, having fun here, we can put out another Mountaineer. Right, and then we can also put out one of the Prowlers to, you know, kind of do the stunning, and we're able to get that off very quickly. Awesome. Okay, so now we're going to try him off in a PvP scenario, a couple PvP scenarios. Now, once again, this is good because we get that... played these guys a little bit too early, but we get that tankiness. And so, you know, combined with other minis, he becomes kind of a formidable... force here. So, yeah, they're going to go grab that. Don't really have much to deal with this guy, but it's really about us getting the chest rather than them getting the chest. That's kind of the key here. And what we'll do is... He's got Voodoo to counter. Very good. And then we have to start mining. That's kind of the key here. So, got a lot of good stuff, but, you know, we also have good stuff on deck as well. And so the key is to... Yep, perfect. You know, we got the heals off. Kind of got a lot of a good situation here going. I'm going to put those guys out. And I kind of messed up by making the miner to where it doesn't go where it needs to go. But as you can see, we're able to put in the work. And then with Tyrion, he has the ability, like I said, to heal and, you know, really also tank for the Mountaineer. And the Mountaineer can take care of flying units. So the Mountaineer does, you know, have more viability. So the... Okay, so let's kind of talk about the Mountaineer real quick again. He's not a unit that you want to spam, right? You want to, you know, for example. Okay, so let's go see what he's going to do. Okay, so he puts down those. Okay, great. What we're going to do is we're going to put down Tyrion. We are going to put the Mountaineer down. And we're just going to get a nice little party going, right? We have stuns on deck. We have people doing their thing. We could, you know, obviously, we have that. Those guys get distracted. We kind of have a nice little thing going here. And hopefully, yep, Tyrion's going to heal. And then we can kind of spam our stuff over here. So, you know, the key is we got to take this this tower here. That's kind of the key here. So, let's go ahead and really try to do that. And then we'll put a Mountaineer to back everybody up. And then we'll just kind of spam these guys. And hopefully, yeah, he's able to spam Thorson. That's kind of like why he's able to do so good. But he has a good deck. And so what we have to do is we have to not get distracted like we're doing. And we got to start putting out some units that are going to do some damage. So this is kind of my fault. I went a little bit too aggressively on the tower over there. So hopefully... Yeah, he's got a good deck. He's got an amazing deck, so we really have to play it safe here in this particular case. Let's go and plop these guys out, and then hopefully those guys get destroyed. Thorsan's putting in some work, you know, but not a big deal, you know. We can come back. You know, we just got to start doing a little bit of mining. He has the gold advantage, so we do have to really change our focus here, which is getting rid of his gold supply. So now that's what we got to focus on. So he's got his dudes rolling up. We got our dudes, you know. He has a nice little party, right? Nice little fun party going. But we just have to kind of counteract that as much as humanly possible. And get that gold advantage. Get that value advantage. And so let's go ahead and do that right now. He's going to play his miner dude, so... But as you can see, like, you know, we got stuff on deck. Yeah, so very good with Thorsan. Yeah, Thorsan's good. I mean, he's broken in a lot of ways. But you really got to just keep spamming, and then hopefully you can get some hits off secretly, you know, while they're not watching. In this particular situation, the bear is not going to do amazing work. So what we kind of have to do is do stuff that is going to put in the amazing work, right? Such as the blizzard and the those guys. So what you do is, like, while they're distracted, you just kind of keep doing your thing. Put out another one of these dudes, put out another one of those dudes, and hopefully by the time he realizes what's going on, you know, the birds doing their thing, and we can just keep kind of doing it like that. So I'm all about getting those hits in, you know, holding these guys off. That's the key here, holding them off, but while still being able to get hits in and still being able to do all that. So that's kind of the key here. He's really trying. But as you can see, we're kind of able to do our thing here. And he's really trying to come in, really trying to move in on us. But you know, we're not gonna let him do it. We're gonna keep holding the line. That's the key here. Just hold the line. And then in this case, we could play a Mountaineer to kind of help back everybody up. But, you know, we really got to just spam this this stuff right here. His problem is he's trying to spam us. Like, that is his problem, right? Awesome. Excellent victory. Awesome. So that was a very exhilarating game that we just played. Let's go ahead and try Jaina. So we're going to be running with clear casting. We're going to have our safe pilot with coming in hot. You could also do Gnomish Cloaking Device, but I like coming in hot for this particular build. We're going to do Griffin Rider with Mighty Throw. We're going to do Blizzard with Cold Snap. We're going to have Quillbore with Tunnel Vision. And we're going to have the Mountaineer with Mend Pets this time. And then we're, of course, going to have our Defias Bandits with Picklock. So let's go ahead and show you how this deck works in a PvE situation. Then we'll go to PvP. Okay, so what I like about the Mountaineer in Jaina is they provide that extra tankiness. So for example, right now what we're going to do is we're going to wait, and we're going to actually play the Defias Bandits. Okay, and then we're going to play the Mountaineer, and then we're going to go ahead and play Jaina, and then we're going to just roast everybody. Gets the stuns off, and then the Banshee here is probably going to gain control of one of our units. Ideally, it gains control of the Footmen. So what we want to do here is we'll put him out. Okay, so now he gets the heals, right? We got all that going on over there. Not a big deal. We're going to put out another Mountaineer here pretty soon. And then let's go ahead and do that. So now we got 2 Mountaineers out. Should be an easy win against the AI here. So I think the key here is let's go ahead and play another one of the Quillbores. So as you can see, like, it starts to stack up. And bam, look at that. So look, these are not like the S tier, like, best decks ever, but this is showcasing how the Mountaineer really kind of does his thing, you know what I mean? And how we're able to kind of take advantage of the situation. So what we want to do here is obviously we want to get rid of that. And we want to get rid of these guys right here. And we want to play that. We want to do this. Put out the Mountaineer here. Put out this here. And so now we're going to get the gold advantage. Now I think the problem is I don't really want Jaina to go over there quite yet. And what we're going to do is, you know, it's all about getting that gold advantage. And so, you know, we got to kind of do our thing. They're obviously running a very similar deck to us. But, you know, we just got to, like, keep playing dudes. Play the Mountaineer. Let's go ahead and actually play the Griffin Rider. And then we're going to go ahead and play Jaina. And we are just going to keep doing our thing. We have to get that gold advantage. That's kind of the key here. And then we're going to keep playing the Mountaineers. Keep mining, keep playing dudes. And we have to, like, be cognizant of what they have out, because obviously Homegirl right there is going to be dealing some damage. So what we need to do is let's go ahead and put out these guys. Let's go ahead and put out another Jaina. And we got the mines going. We got everybody doing their thing. And we got guys over here. They're kind of doing their stuff. And Tyrion's got the heals off. So what we have to do is we have to very aggressively come in, start popping dudes. You know what I mean? And then really do distractions on this, on them right there. Boom. Jaina's doing their thing. Let's go ahead and start grabbing this middle lane a little bit more. And I understand what they're doing. Very clever, but we have everything that we need on deck. So, you know, first of all, you got to get rid of that Mountaineer, because he's going to heal everybody. And then what we have to do is we have to start putting out threats that are going to be able to deal with, look, So this is like who can do the best unit placement. That's kind of what this is all about here, right? This whole thing is about. So let's do 1, let's do 2, let's do 3. And hopefully this lets us kind of hopefully get a little bit of something going on. So in these type of games, you know, you just gotta, like, you just have to stall out, right? Like, that's kind of the key here. Stall out, make sure that they don't get any gold, you know, and really just start wreaking havoc on their guys right there. So we kind of have a nice little party going. So even though Tyrion is a definitely a better unit than Jaina, as you can see, I can hold my own with the Blizzard, right? Like, that's kind of the key here, is I'm able to hold my own and kind of do things that otherwise wouldn't normally be able to be done. So, you know, we got that going. Quillboar's going to tank. We're going to grab the gold, play the Mountaineer, play Jaina, plop these dudes, start mining, and really begin to start to grab dudes. Put out a legion of the Mountaineers. So, I mean, it's looking good for us. Their biggest mistake is, once again, they're kind of spamming. They're not really doing proper unit placement. So we have an opportunity to maybe grab some gold. So let's go and back our boys up and really try to distract them, start grabbing the gold. That's the key here, to start grabbing gold, start doing some distractions. Let's go ahead and put out these dudes. Let's go ahead and put out a Jaina. Let's go ahead and start just doing all kinds of crazy shenanigans. So as you can see, you know, this is kind of what we're able to do. We're able to kind of separate these dudes, grab the gold, and then we're able to win. So even though he has a stronger deck, he's not utilizing his deck properly, as I've kind of mentioned before. And so we're able to grab some advantages here. Like, he just doesn't seem to care about the gold at all, right? And that's kind of giving us an unfair advantage over here. So just stall out. Awesome, guys. So actually, I do want to try his Frenzied Spirit talent with Jaina. I think that the Min Pets talent isn't really super duper useful. If I were running maybe the Prowler, it might be a little bit useful. But let's go ahead and try Frenzied Spirit and Jaina. Awesome, guys. Okay, so we are facing Doomhammer. So this is going to be, Doomhammer is definitely, you know, a little bit stronger in this particular scenario. So let's go ahead and really begin to get out threats, begin to take a look at the situation here. You know, I mean, key is don't let them get gold, right? Like, that's the key to this whole situation. Don't let them get gold at all cost. And then what we can do is we can kind of sneak over, do some shenanigans. We got Doomhammer going, and so, you know, just kind of let him do his thing. And then hopefully we're able to do our thing here. So she's gonna pop Jaina, right? And we got to make sure that he does not do that. And then what we do is we kind of sneak over here a little bit more and begin to grab this tower. And then what we'll do is we're going to play Jaina right here, and then we're going to... Oh, see, yeah, so the Frenzy does work out pretty good, because then you get that little extra boost of damage that will... Yeah, that's actually really good, actually. So let's go ahead and start mining. Okay, let's go ahead and begin the process of messing people up. Went a little bit too crazy there, but we're doing pretty good. We're getting stuff off. I'm making a couple mistakes, not a big deal though. The key with Doomhammer is we have to allow him to get messed up. Doomhammer's doing his thing. And then let's go ahead and just kind of hang out here for a little bit. Let's go. We really got to start mining. If they're not going to mine, we got to mine. That's kind of my philosophy. So let's go ahead and kind of mine at the wrong time. Not a big deal. Really not a big deal. So let's go ahead and defend our territory. Do a nice little all-in-one popper. Let's grab our miner. And we can kind of begin to do our thing. So they're kind of, like, obviously distracted over here with all of our stuff. So what we can do is we can just kind of do what we need to do, stall out, you know what I mean? And then let our people do their thing, you know? Bam. Got a little bit. We have the gold advantage, so let's go ahead and take advantage of the gold advantage. Very beautiful. So, looks like they may have given up. I'm not entirely sure. But we're going to go ahead and verify that fact by absolutely eviscerating their base. So let's go ahead and just keep spamming. And let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, looks good. Awesome, guys. So there you have it, the Mountaineer. I mean, look, we can run more tests. Is he God tier? Probably not. But I think he's definitely way more viable. I think he's way more viable than he was. He can obviously be... I mean, he had the men pets before, but now he costs less. It makes a little bit more sense if you're running Beast to run the Mountaineer. So, like, I think he's definitely more viable, guys. But yeah, that was kind of our quick, first impressions and thoughts of the new reworked mini. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. This was kind of just a casual video, but yeah, guys, really appreciate you viewing. Once again, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and we will see you in the next video.